Hello, I'm going to do a presentation here about the foot and the hand bones. And why am I doing this? It's going to be obvious because I'm going to tie together the heel to the moon, okay? Because the moon is a femininity symbol, okay? And it's actually much deeper than that. And but first of all, I want to tell you that I'm a bit upset right now because someone just called me insane. You see, I do get hurt when people call me things. I do get offended. I do take things personally, and um, it hurts. So, what could I do from there? I could either be like, so what I'm doing here, I'm so focused on evidence, okay? And me focusing on evidence doesn't leave much room for um, manipulation by people that want to hurt me. So the cynics, they suffer, okay? And but I'll leave it to you guys. You know, maybe he's right. You know, I'm going to read his comment at the end, and maybe you agree with him. You know, who knows? And then I'm going to read my response to his comment. And yes, I get sad when people say mean things. Yes. I tell you that I'm like anti-fragile, you know. It has to do with my writing and my uh, realization that I shouldn't hate, you know. And so I don't blame like world leaders and so, like world leaders, you know. I don't blame them, and I don't search for scapegoats, but I do defend myself, especially when people don't have arguments. Someone just wrote in my comment section that, oh, I'm insane, but like someone wrote that, and um yeah, I mean, like first time someone commenting, like, or maybe, you know, it never comments, and then just, yeah, like that's how people are, you know. But anyhow, I'll give him a chance. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm going to read his comment, as I said, and you can decide if it makes sense. But so from that point on, from this point on, I could either um, become protective and like scared, you know, like scared. Do I appear as insane? Or I could take it one step further and say that this is God's design, you know. I could say like that. And I think I'll do that in this video, just to give you, you that are criticizing my sanity, I tell you that this is God's design, and I tell you that this is my evidence. And there is a marriage between um, things, but more specifically, male and female, a romance that is mirrored into everything, even our body. And if it's hard to believe in this passion, then this evidence will hurt because it's good. So um, I told you about the Calcaneus. I told you that um, it says in the Bible that the Calcaneus is attacked on the Messiah. This is not me saying this, but it says so in the Bible. This is the main attack point of the serpent. Okay. Genesis 3. So yeah, feel free to criticize my fact, like not my facts, but this is facts. And so what I find so fascinating is that the Calcaneus is called calc, which is you see here, etymology, calc is lime. So we have the lime, which is the feminine that I always have been saying. It's the feminine, it's the divine feminine. And so if we look at the counterpart in the hand, guess what? Oh, we'll look at that later. So here we have the hand. This bone represents what the foot has in the heel, this red part here. And so what is this? Well, it is the lunate bone. It is the moon bone. So lunate has etymology in moon, you see. So this is the moon bone, and this is like, you see, it's like it's defined into our this passion and marriage between opposites is seen in even the bones. And so here it's called calc, but calc doesn't, from this perspective, look like a feminine. It doesn't look like a moon, you see. But that's why I'm saying, take a look at the hand. Take a look at the hand, and you see, oh, it's the moon bone in the hand. And you see, these things are similar. The hand has 27 bones. The foot has 26. It's the same. It's the same similar design, you see, and that's why you can also see that if we count the bones here in the foot, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then something here in contact with the bones to the feet or leg, some leg bone here, okay. But then you have this other one. This is not really directly in contact, it seems. It's more like that, okay, the Calcaneus. And if you compare with the Lunate, you can see that here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the main contact with the hand or with the arm, you see. So and so yes, we have a moon bone here, and so we have, in this sense, you can see that, okay, the hand and the foot has similar design, and the Calcaneus has suddenly a connection to Luna. And as I said, Lunate, then you have calc, right? Calcaneus, calc is lime, but it's good to know that. So I'm telling you that the moon is lime. I mean, it's how do I say this? The moon is lime, you know. You look at the density, 3.34, it's white. The moon has density 3.34. This is the thing. This is God's design, okay? It's the romance between male and female, and I'm showing it. And what do I get? I get called insane. But luckily, I come prepared, because I know that this person hasn't been commenting. It's someone that shows up and just, hey, today I like to call you something. Today I like to hurt you. Like, this is how people are in general. Like, they show up to each other. Oh, today I want to hurt you. Let's do that, you know. So um, but yeah, it makes me sad because yeah, that's how it is. Um, but it's obvious, you see. Same density, lime density, moon density. But this is just one example. I have really many examples. Then you have Calcaneus, etymology lime. You have, and as I said, the let's take that later. So yeah, this has the same position as the heel bone in the foot, but the hands the hands explain a different part of this. It explains that it's a woman, you see, because if you, I am always in search of more evidence of like a even clearer picture. Even though I know how things are, I want to find a clearer picture, you see. You know what? I'm going to show something more here because I have talked about the horseshoe, okay? And I told you that shoes are calc. What is it called in Latin? Shoe. So shoe in Latin is calc, and that's because the sole of the foot is married to the calc. Here's the thing. Maybe you think that this sounds insane, but it's not. Because why? Because you can't argue against me. That's why. So yes, this is sanity. That's how it is. It's simply how it is. And I guess you have to, like, I'm not going to take you seriously when you call me insane. Of course I'm going to feel hurt from it because people are silent, and so of course there is always a gaslighting pressure, which means, like, what is gaslighting? It is the one questioning one's own sanity. And of course I do this because I am humble. Ah, fuck, how can I say that I'm humble? But what I mean is that you say something, I listen, okay? But then I also have my thought process in my head telling me, hey, this guy, he never comments, and he says that he has listened to all of my like almost all of my videos, but oh, now it's time to tell me, just time to leave a comment and say that um I am insane. Like, so um, it doesn't add up. You see, your behavior doesn't add up. So what does that mean? Oh, I'm telling you proof here about your behavior. You see, but I'm open to what you have to say. If you think that something is wrong in my facts that I'm presenting, feel free to tell me. So what I find so fascinating about this shoe here and the sole of your foot being married to, I mean, you are, it's like you are divinely married in this also, you see, with the foot, with the bones and all of this, and many other things. But so if I instead write horseshoe here, you see, the horseshoe is the solea. Oh, suddenly we have the sun. The sun and the calcs, you see. First we had the shoe. This calcamentum, which has to do with calc, chalk, lime, the chalice that receives the blood. You see, this is the design. This is the design of reality. And quote me on that. This is the design of reality, and this is part of my evidence. But there's really so much evidence around this, and I am happy that I still can get hurt. It's good. It's good that you can hurt me, because what would it be otherwise, right? It makes me feel human, I guess. Because when I discover all of this, it feels weird that why do I find all of this? But anyhow, you see, calcamentum, calc is lime. You have the marriage of the soul. But when it comes to the horse, you see, the horse, the foot of the horse, the hoof, it's like a, it's like a big heel, It's like a big um what was it called? It's like a big heel. Calcaneus. It's a big heel. It's the bone directly on the on the ground, you see. So it's like it's an heel. It's like it's a calcaneus on the horse. So it needs to be married to a solea, It needs to be like that. And you see, where is it? It needs to be married to a solea. It's the soul and the calc and the lime. It needs to be married. Okay, and it's everywhere. And this is a point of the book. I didn't really mean to offend. I can get that I was a bit provocative when I said that I'm going to write the book as a child book, but it's for grown-ups, and I can apologize for that. It was a bit immature to say like that. What I meant to say is that it's going to be very very pedagogical, very easy to see what's shown. It's going to open a page, and directly when you open the page, it's like it's too late. You open the page, you saw something that you cannot unsee. That's the point. And so it's not, it's going to be very easy to, or yeah, so yeah, you saw another image, this, right? You seem to have some marriage here also. You see, you have the radius bone and the ulna. This is almost luna, you see. It's almost luna. And so it's almost like you could say like Ra, the sun god Ra, is married to the moon. The sun is married to the moon. You see it here also. But maybe at some places, maybe on some places it is intentional, but I would say that most of the times when things are married things in this reality, it's not intentional by the humans. It is the intelligence of this reality, of this world, of God. Okay, let's call it that for simple, to make it simple. So things get married. It's like, what I have realized is that when I see something, suddenly I can look for the marriage when it comes to that. Because there is something to be found when it comes to a marriage of things. between things. And when you see this, suddenly it makes sense. And so if you want to criticize me, you have to respond to my arguments. It's how it has to be. And the reason why it is like that is because I have kept it factual. I have made factual videos. Of course, I have painted some. Of course, I have claimed that yes, I am protected, but I don't really say that I'm protected. I show it. Okay, that's what I do. And the point is, again, to keep it evidence-based so that no, how do you say, yeah, because I mean, there are people that want to hurt me, yeah, I get hurt, but what happens then, but I don't know. Some people are more have like, so this guy commenting here, he maybe had no intent in hurting me. And so what I would think is that the facts that I present is uncanny. It's facts that that give a sort of cognitive dissonance, because what is the consequences of having these weird marriages everywhere, for example. And so if you are unable to just dismantle my evidence, like if you're unable to um, to cancel out my evidence with arguments, then I can see from a perspective that someone just wants to call me insane, because that's the normal reaction. But you have to see from my perspective that I cannot just see that as true, Sure, sometimes things are so weird that, okay, who knows? Who knows, right? But then again, that's why there are evidence. That's why I have evidence, so that I don't have to so that I can be confident. Okay, thanks to evidence, I can be confident. So I'll just take it again quickly. Here, the most important part. I talked about the heel bone. I said that this is the Messiah's weakness, his heel bone, because it says so in Genesis 3. It is said literally that God curses the Messiah's heel bone to be attacked. This is calc, it is calcaneus, it is lime, as you can see here. Oh, damn, sorry. As you can see here, it is lime, and lime has the same density as the moon, but that's just one perspective, For me, I want to, it's always good to find this moon connection when it comes to human anatomy, you see, and that's why I showed you that from one perspective you have the heel bone, but you have this very similar structure in the hand, where you have the lunate bone, you see, or where is it? Here is it, the lunate bone is here. So suddenly suddenly, from the perspective of human anatomy, I can't tie together the Calcaneus with a Lunate, you see, and suddenly we have a moon connection. We have a connection to the feminine, and this is what I expect, but it's also what's there. Because why is it like this? Why do I find what I expect, guys? Well, I find what I expect because my thesis is correct. My theory is correct. That's why can I can um, I can expect what to find. And this is the thing with the horseshoe also. I was thinking about the horseshoe today. What about it, you know? And I was checking the Latin name for the horseshoe and I realized, oh, the horseshoe is the solea. It's the solea, of course. So, yeah, let's end it there, this video. Yeah, I'll just show you this comment also that made me sad. Because yes, I do get offended. I get, how is offended? What kind of word is that? I get hurt, you know, like just like you would be, you that comment this, if someone calls you insane, then you would feel sad from it, you know, the same as me. And but here's the thing, because of my channel being so factual, I'm not someone just telling you feel good stuff, you know. That's not what I do. I I show you how things connect, and facts, you know, like words, etymology, and then I prove it, you know, and I show that this is indeed valid, and I show that okay, I can even expect this to be found. So let's read this comment. I have watched through the majority of your videos. I mean this in the nicest way and I don't wish to offend you. Yeah, that's what you say when you want to hurt someone, like all people do that, that wants to, whatever. But I think your mental state is deteriorating and you need to speak to someone about your mental health. Okay? Yeah, that's what he said. And this guy, he never, like, he's saying that he's seen the majority of my videos, but during this time, I don't think, I don't know if he has maybe he has commented, but um, it's like if he sees the majority of my videos, then why is he commenting now? Like I've done 1,000 something videos, but he comments now and he comments something that is meant to hurt me. Like it's meant to make me feel down, you know? And yeah, it works a bit. It makes me feel a bit down. So this doesn't add up. This kind of behavior that you have. If you would indeed be fair to your surrounding, you would communicate more and you would say good things if you listen to the majority of 1,000 videos, but you have been quiet and now you pop up and it's you want to smear me, basically. That's what I see going on, even if you want to portray it in another way here by saying that you mean it in the nicest way. Well, I don't believe you because of the fact that you never comment here. So yeah, I don't believe you. I mean, sure, you can feel free to comment more if you want to give examples, and yeah, maybe there is a bit of like some small example or a few examples maybe, because I've done so many videos, but mostly my videos are factual. You see, I try to do it like that. Um, so let's read my comment here, okay? You need to specify what you mean, otherwise it is just gaslighting. Specifically, what is the problem? Let's stick to the evidence, because much of what I do is evidence-based. What in my evidence is incorrect? If you want me to offend you, if what did I say? If you want me to not be offended by your good intention, you need to be more specific. Otherwise, I could just say the same thing back to you. Yes, supernatural things are considered insane by the agreed on definitions of certain psychotic illnesses, and that's the reason why I have so much evidence and etymology to back everything up. If you followed my videos for so long, then why weren't you bored by it? I mean, why wasn't he bored if he never commented until now? Also, if you saw so many of my videos and my mental health supposedly just deteriorated, then why haven't I seen you commented earlier that much? And why didn't you let me know when something I say is unsound? If I truly am mentally unbalanced, then why don't you just wait for the right time when you can explain why I am wrong in any of my statements? Instead, there is a silence. These behaviors of yours and the fact that you supposedly saw most of my statements, most of my videos, doesn't make sense. Your comment is not pleasant or okay in any way unless you have something more to say that explains this. Are you the type of guy that is silent in a conversation until it's time to offend someone? I mean, why didn't you say anything earlier? So yeah, it doesn't make sense. But sure, explain yourself and fill in the gaps and questions that I just said. So yeah, this is my response. If yeah, actually, I am not interested in anyone's opinion here when it comes to this. What you need to do is you need to show that my facts are incorrect. You need to somehow you need to how did I say? You need to argue against me here. That's what you need to do. You need to be able to produce some arguments. You said nothing, and this is gaslighting. It doesn't matter that you say that you have the best intention, and also I tell you this doesn't make sense. Your comment doesn't make sense if you have seen all of my videos and you're just so quiet in the comment section until it's time to hurt me. And yes, this reminds me of typical behaviors of some people. Maybe even some that has some mental problem, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, why can I say so? Because, okay, I shouldn't say so. But yeah. I mean, some people just like to hurt others, and for me it looks like that because you've been so silent during all of my thousands of videos, and now you are here to just hurt me. Why were you silent, and why all of a sudden are you speaking? You see, it doesn't make sense, and I think you should apologize, because honestly I don't think you're able to argue against me, okay? But I'll listen to you, of course. Why do you think I know this stuff that I present? It's because I'm listen. I listen. That's what I do. I hear. I see, and that's why I'm able to present this stuff in the first place. So yeah, but I don't think you're able to, like, let's stay realistic here. I don't think you can argue against this. So yeah, and if you have a personal problem with this world having a poetic deep meaning in it, then that's your problem, you know. That's what I'm showing lately. I'm showing this poetic connection between, and this like romantic almost relationship between male and female, and how they are in the smallest of parts, and not only in humans but in nature also. I mean, I in many things, many things. So I'll end this video now, but yeah. So I'm very happy about what I found, that the horseshoe is Solea, the shoe is the calc. You see, it's I think it's wonderful. And you have the moon, the lunate, you have the moon connecting, you have the lime being, you know, this is from earlier. It's just something that I like to show, you know. It's so obvious that lime is the moon when you look at the density. It is 3.34, you see. It's simply perfect. And yeah. And you have Ra and Luna here also. So I'll just end it now. And if any of you guys agree with his comment here, if you agree with him, I don't want to hear it. You know, seriously, I don't want to hear it. But if you have arguments that disarm my arguments, if you have something that takes my theory and pulls it apart, if you want to pull apart this poetic romance between male and female, if you're so afraid of it, I guess so. I mean, then be my guest and try. But I don't think it's possible. And so, yeah. Shame on you, Jimmy, until you prove your words better than you just wrote. Okay, I think it's shameful. So, see you guys. Bye bye.